Hello, this is Sully Taylor with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching the Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We are here today to talk with candidates running in the May 19th, 2026 primary election. We are grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Saline Foundation, the Rice Foundation, the Sarah Fruing Foundation, members of the League of Women Voters of Portland, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me is Elizabeth Savage. She's running for the Oregon Circuit Court, 4th District, position 14. Welcome, Ms. Savage.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good to have you. The first question is just to please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you are running for this office.
Thank you. I was born and raised in Multnomah County. After college, I joined the United States Peace Corps, where I served in Cameroon for 2 years. There I worked with survivors of sexual assault who were targeted by school teachers, and I was able to address that problem and in fact start an initiative to eradicate that problem going forward. And that is to do more with training teachers than survivors. After that, I moved to the Mississippi Delta, where I taught high school, and I earned a master's in education during that time. I taught in a very impoverished school there, and following that, I moved to New Orleans post-Katrina, where I taught high school for another 3 years. So I've got about 8 years in total teaching high school, and towards the end of that, training teachers who were entering the education program as well. I mention that as relevant because I do think that there's a lot of overlap between teaching and being a judge, particularly when self-represented litigants come into play. I came back home to Portland, Oregon for law school. I went to Lewis and Clark. And for the past 12 years, I've been a practicing family law attorney, both at trial and on appeal. I'm also a pro tem judge, where I hear Abuse Prevention Act cases and Stalking Protective Order cases. I am a pro bono child's attorney, which I've been doing for the last decade, and I'm a court-appointed arbitrator. So that's what's brought me here today. As far as I would say with respect to wanting to be a judge, I've worked in communities in crisis quite a bit and alongside individuals in crisis. And I think it's fair to say that our community is in crisis right now. I think it's the judge's job to restore faith that's been lost in our systems, including our judicial system. And I want to be part of that important work. I think that starts with transparency, with accountability, and with making sure that no matter what the outcome, that folks feel like they've been heard and they understand the reasons for the decisions that are being made.
Thank you. You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Elizabeth Savage, who's running for the Oregon Circuit Court, 4th Circuit, position 14. Position 14 has been designated as a courtroom to handle the family law docket as opposed to general civil and criminal cases. Describe what the most significant considerations would be for you as a judge in custody cases.
I think the most important consideration is always going to be the children. And that's as a result of the statute, but it also aligns with my personal values because for me, as a former teacher, as a mother, children come first. Nobody wins a divorce, and the parties often need to be reminded about the thing they have in common. which is the thing they care about more than anything else in the world, their children. Often they get mired in conflict and can't see beyond their issues with one another. But once you have a child with somebody, you're bound for life. And when I was a younger attorney, Judge Raines gave a similar speech to the clients in a case I was trying. And I have repeated it to my own family law clients ever since. And as a pro tem judge in FAPA cases that involve custody issues, I've repeated it. You need to move forward to be able to successfully co-parent, because ultimately it is the child who is really suffering as a result of extended conflict between the parties. So that what's in the best interest of the child will always come first for me. That's the law, and that's what's important to me.
Thank you. What would be the most significant considerations for you as a judge in dealing with self-represented litigants?
As I referred to earlier, I do think there's a lot of crossover there with teaching. I think setting really clear expectations about how proceedings are going to go. Folks come to the courtroom for the first time ever. Sometimes it's their worst day, they're scared, and they don't know how to navigate the courtroom. So making those expectations clear, allowing everybody to be heard, and talking about what the statute is and what I'll need to find to give the relief. At the close of evidence, reviewing what we heard, the testimony, the documents, and then talking about how those facts apply to the law and dictate the outcome, I have found really useful, because even if folks aren't happy with the result, they understand and accept the reason for it. And that has been found in studies to be the most important factor in whether people have faith in the judiciary, is if they feel like they were treated fairly. It's not just about treating them fairly, it's about having that communication and that checking for understanding, so that folks without representation know what's going on and you're transparent about how the facts apply to the law.
Thank you, Ms. Savage. This concludes our video voters guide and podcast interview of the League of Women Voters of Portland of Elizabeth Savage, who's running for Oregon Circuit Court, 4th Circuit, Position 14. Election Day is Tuesday, May 19th. To find additional election resources, including online identifications of other candidates and ballot measures on which you may be able to vote, please visit the League of Women Voters of Portland's website, lwvpdx.org, and vote411.org, and then exercise your right to vote. Ballots will be mailed out starting on April 30th. For your vote to be eligible to be counted, your ballot must be received by the Multnomah County Elections Division or in one of the designated ballot drop boxes in Multnomah County no later than 8 p.m. on Election Day. We strongly recommend that if you are depositing your ballot with the United States Postal Service, you do so no later than Tuesday, May 12th, 1 week before Election Day. Your voice and your vote matter. Thank you for your interest.